See, that wouldn't be so bad.
Okay.
All right. Seems, yeah, we're going. We're doing this.
All
right, let me get us started here. Hello and welcome everybody to the Lobbycast. This week we're the official podcast of both Denver and wherever you've been the last couple of months. We've been doing a lot of traveling. We've got a very special guest here. His name is Andy. Andy, tell us all about yourself.
We're Andy, 24 years old, just traveling the States for a couple of months, 2.5 months, 10 weeks. Starting off in Washington, D.C., just working my way across the country to San Francisco. Stopped here in Denver, which is my 6th week in the country. Yeah, just loving it so far. Really, don't really want to go back to England. Just don't really know what else to say.
That's good enough. And you said Austin was your favorite city so far?
Yeah, I think Austin's been good. Just a nice mix of everything. So you've got all the hiking, the lakes and nature, stuff like that.
Yeah.
The big city stuff as well.
Well, you've only just arrived in Denver today, so maybe Denver will be your favorite city next.
It was raining when I arrived.
And you've had enough of rain.
It's pretty grim looking when I arrived.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let me get a little bit of news out of the way. There's not a whole lot of video game news or movie news this week, so it'll be easy to burn through. Microsoft's starting a new promotion on the 7th, and whenever you purchase an Xbox One, you will be able to get a free game of your own choosing.
Any game?
Yeah, any physical copy. It has to be a disc game, and there are a number of retailers involved in this: Best Buy, GameStop, Target, Walmart, Amazon, and Toys R Us. So that's a pretty good deal, especially since it's still valid with the Madden bundle. If you buy the Madden bundle, you'll get the Madden for free, and then you also get another physical game for free.
So is that worldwide, or is that just in the States?
I think it's just in the States. Yeah.
Another good thing about the States.
Yeah, we do get some nice bonuses for sure. Then another little bit is the Xbox just released in Japan, and they had a horrible launch in Japan. That's to be expected. The Xbox 360 didn't do well at all there, but there were a lot of pictures of lines in front of the stores, completely empty. So, they'd have all these queues set up, and then nobody came to their party. It's very sad.
Is the PS4 still cheaper than Xbox One, or have they lowered their price now?
The Xbox One has they have made a bundle available that does not have the Kinect in it, and it sells for the same price as the PS4 now. And the other thing, we got the September update, and the biggest thing was the USB drive compatibility. But that's about it. Sony didn't have much of anything going on this week, which I'm surprised. They usually have stuff going on with the PS4 or Vita, especially coming out of Gamescom. I expected there to be more announcements, but it was more of the same. So we'll see how PAX was going on this. Is it this last weekend or was it this week? I don't remember. Wasn't a whole lot of new news coming out, but
it was a week or two ago, wasn't it? I remember seeing on Facebook.
Maybe so.
Different news bits.
Yeah, it's probably correct.
A few big game releases, like Assassin's Creed.
Oh, right.
Destiny, stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, Destiny's going to be out. Supposed to be on the 7th or 8th, I believe. There's a store here that usually breaks street date, and they're expecting to get it on Saturday. But who knows?
Yeah.
Like, I have time to play that many games anyway.
So is there any other big games out this year? I haven't really kept up with it at all, apart from them two.
No, the Master Chief Collection is coming out for the Xbox One, which will be nice.
Yeah.
It will have Halos 1 through 4. It won't have I don't think it has ODST in it or Reach,
Right.
but it'll have the others. They're giving Halo 2 the full anniversary treatment, so it'll be upscaled to the
HD
newer graphics. So that's about it. I mean, there are some other games, but there aren't a whole lot of other ones that I'm overly excited about. So this is the part where we usually talk about what we've been listening to. I'm sure being in the car as often as you have, there's been a lot of music that you've been listening to.
A lot of country music, actually.
Country music.
Coming from the south, coming from Texas. Mainly rap, hip-hop, R&B. Just the same songs over and over again. Probably the one thing I don't like so far.
You need some new music.
Yeah. You get quite a bit more variety at the UK radio stations.
Oh, yeah.
Over here, they just play the same songs over and over again.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
You've got to try and find a good radio station with a bit of variety. Something you haven't heard before.
So does you've got a rental car?
Yeah.
So does it have anything to let you play your own music on there?
Yeah. We got the iPod hooked up as well.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you try to keep it with the radio to hear new stuff, but then you tend not to.
Well, there's one big company, Clear Channel, here in the States, and they own most of the radio stations out there, and they will play the same 20 to 30 songs all the time.
So the 9-hour drive from Dallas to New Mexico must have heard about 15 different Chris Brown songs. It takes about 9 hours.
Well, at least they were different Chris Brown songs, not all the same Chris Brown songs.
Yeah, probably about 3 or 4 different ones.
Oh, yeah.
Just a few different times.
Oh, man.
It gets to you by the end.
Yeah, I mean, the radio in general gets to me here. I don't listen to the radio at all.
Yeah.
Occasionally I'll put on the comedy channel, and they just play stand-up comedy segments. So that's better. That's better than listening to the same top 20, top 30 songs all the time.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be. But country music's good. Before I came to the States, I'd never listened to country music at all.
Okay.
Got to Nashville, so there's a lot of live cover bands going on, which was good.
Yeah.
Since then, just started growing on me.
All right.
I enjoy that now.
Well, see, I probably won't ever go back to country music. I grew up in Texas, and I had listened to it until I was about 12 or 13, and I haven't looked back.
All right. I like it's just laid back and casual. Just easy to listen to.
Perfect.
Enjoyed that.
Okay. Well, I've been listening to a few things, mostly listening to German industrial music for the music part, and then I listened to a few podcasts this week. Listened to Coverville, episode 993, the 11 degrees of coveration. It's kind of a cool little deal he does. It's a guy here in town that does this, and it's all cover music. And this particular show, 11 degrees of, he will play one song, and that band is covering a song that belongs to the second artist that he plays, and that artist is covering the third song, and so on. So, and then the 11th artist is covering the first artist in the group. So, it's kind of a fun little deal. Also listening to Freakonomics, and they were talking about the pros and cons of getting married, and different statistics for marriage. And then the other episode they were doing was they were talking about housing in Japan and how basically disposable it is. And this is something very different than what you're used to in your country and what I'm used to here. But their housing fully depreciates to zero after 30 years. So
they do get a lot of, well, not a lot, but they quite commonly earthquakes and things, obviously. So insurance companies, I'd imagine, don't want to keep paying out for that.
Yeah.
I suppose that's one reason I can think of for that.
There also was this little situation where America destroyed two of their cities,
Yeah, might as well. And
and in the rebuilding, they were focused on speed and not so much on quality of housing. But now, it's a huge area for architects to go to, because usually when someone goes in and buys a property, the property is demolished and they build a new house on it. So it gives architects a lot of freedom there. Whereas if they're in the UK or if they were here, they've got more opportunity here, but less opportunity in the UK, because it's a little harder to build new structures there. Because there's so much history and so many things that will not be torn down.
Yeah. And it generally costs more over there as well.
Yeah.
Price of general stuff.
Yeah. So I thought it was an interesting show. And then I also listened to Major Nelson Radio, and there was an interview, listening to an interview with Peter Moore from EA. He used to be with Microsoft. Before that, he was with Sega. He is one of the people instrumental in the release of the Dreamcast. So back in the day.
Dreamcast.
Yeah, so now he's running the show over at EA, and they were talking about the EA Access. It's this program that they're doing now where it's subscription based, and you get early access to games, and then you also get a discount on buying games. And there are some games you can play for free. $5 a month or $30 a year. So not terrible.
Can't remember what it was. I remember I had it last year, but I didn't renew it again this year because I didn't think it was worth it in the end. I think it was about £25.
Oh, they had a different program for it last year?
It was the same thing. They called it, I think it was like the EA season ticket or something like that.
Oh, okay.
£25, about $40. So again, overpriced compared
Sure.
to here. Again, yeah, it was the same thing. The early access, discount on downloadable content when it came out, but not really worth the price for the year, I don't think.
Yeah.
So he's still doing that, or?
Well, I think with this one they lowered the price and they increased the benefits, because you actually get full access to their library of retired games. Like Battlefield 4 you can play for free. Madden, I don't remember which, Madden 25 you can play for free, and some of their other titles, but they'll be adding more to it. The monthly, not so good. The yearly isn't as bad. $30 for a year isn't terrible, as long as once they add enough free titles in there, that's when it'll be worth it. But otherwise, yeah, I don't see me signing up for this anytime soon.
Still doing that on Xbox Live Gold, I presume. They started doing that just before I left.
Yeah. Yeah. They're giving away free games, usually at the beginning of the month and in the middle of the month. They'll change games.
I think this weekend they're doing Forza 5, is it? I saw an article about that.
I don't know, maybe not.
It might be an old one, but I saw someone on Facebook put it up. It might have been this weekend. Might have been next weekend.
I don't think Forza 5's even out.
5 or was it 4? Whatever the last one that was that was released on Netflix.
4 or Horizon. It could have been either one of those.
It might be probably 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 4 was the earliest one.
They were doing that
Earlier the 2. Nice. I wouldn't mind playing that.
Yeah.
I liked it on the 360.
It's a lot of detail. I couldn't really put enough time into it.
I'm a terrible.
Unless you're really good at designing.
Sam did a few cars, and then there was also one floating around PGL that they would trade around, and different people would sign it or make.
I remember people doing that back on the forums years ago.
Yeah.
It was like Forza 1 or 2.
Right.
That used to be quite good. People putting up their pictures.
We had some pretty good cars.
Yeah, there was. I remember some of them.
Yeah, the Marshall car was pretty good. The green and white one for the football team.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a college football.
One of my friends, who was also on the site but never really played any games, he did a couple of designs because he was really good at it. I think he did an American Dad one, which he put up on the site. I can't remember what the other one was, but that was also pretty good. So he used to spend hours doing that. Just hundreds of layers. Can't imagine how you have that patience to do that.
Yeah, I don't have the patience for that at all.
It takes a lot of time.
Mm. Well, have you seen any movies or anything while you've been traveling?
Not while I've been out here, no. I missed quite a few. Seeing the trailers coming out.
Oh yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy was pretty fun.
Yeah, I saw that. There's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I've missed. Haven't seen that yet. What else was advertised all the time? There's some horror film. Can't remember what that was.
Oh, I don't know.
There's quite a few adverts coming up though, which I haven't managed to see yet in the theaters.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything this last week. I saw a movie the week before. I think what was it that I went to go see? Sin City.
Oh yeah.
Saw the new Sin City last week. So I saw a few things on television. So what I usually do whenever I can't sleep at night is I'll put on television. So I've been watching Legends, which is it's a show, Sean Bean, on BBC. It may be BBC America. I'm not sure.
Yeah, obviously going from hotel to hotel, it's limited channels in each place.
Yeah.
So we just have to make do with what's on, sort of thing.
Sure. I saw Hell on Wheels, and I saw it's kind of a in-between seasons thing for the show called Homeland. It was good. Basically, just catching you up on what happened to last season and kind of showing a little bit of what's going to happen in the next season. There's a show called Tyrant that I saw, and it's about he's a member of the royal family of some random Middle Eastern country, and he's been living in the States. He left that country when he was 17, and now he's going back and he's getting entangled in the politics and the government, leading the government in this country. It's interesting.
So is there still mini-series still going on, like the big name ones, like Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones is coming back soon.
Is it still going?
Yeah, it's still coming back. I think it's been confirmed. They've already signed up for the next 3 or 4 seasons for that one. So
Walking Dead's in October.
Walking Dead's coming. Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah. Should be a good season.
I've never watched it before until I think it was about March, April time, and I just went through all 4 seasons in about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. I just go through about 6-7 episodes a day.
Yeah, that's generally how we watch television here in the States now.
Yeah,
just wait till it's all available and watch it in a stretch.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's going to be weird having to wait each week for an episode.
Oh, maybe you should just wait till the end and then watch it all.
Then I have to just make sure I stay off the internet and he spoils.
That's true. That's the
hard thing.
Yeah, that is the hard thing about those big shows like Walking Dead and Game of Thrones. People will ruin things for you. Yeah.
So in Georgia, I saw a couple of the places actually where they did filming.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Series 1, where they have Rick going down the highway towards Atlanta, was on that bridge. Took a picture of that. So it looks basically the same. They've done a bit of CGI at the side, like a tipped over train.
Oh, sure.
See, that's not actually there. Town that they used for Woodbury, where the governor had all his thing going on. That's quite cool. It's quite touristy now though.
Sure.
Got like a Walking Dead gift shop, a lot of Captain restaurants. But it's still quite cool now. Then, about 200 yards down the road, they still had the big gate that they had at the front, which they had moved obviously over there. That they filmed. So that was quite cool. Quite cool.
Yeah, I did that in Albuquerque for Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah.
Because they filmed all of that there.
I've never watched Breaking Bad though, which is quite shocking. But there's a lot of series to go, a lot of seasons to go.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's a good show. But it was fun going to the different locations. in Albuquerque because they're very accessible in Albuquerque.
Yeah, it's
So
a big place.
yeah.
At the top of Sandia Peak, you can see everything.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful. I took a few pictures and video from the top up there. I wasn't crazy about that restaurant though. Did you eat up there?
We didn't go to the Mexican one, no.
The Mexican one's at the bottom.
The high one, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't go in there, no.
No, the food was not good.
Not really.
No. I don't remember what it was called. It was like the boardroom, or I don't remember, but it wasn't
I
great.
was only there yesterday. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't worth remembering. All right. Well, have you? I'm sure you haven't played many games here in the States since. No.
I haven't even seen an Xbox or a PS
Yeah.
or anything.
Well, maybe you'll play some arcade things out in Vegas when you're there.
Yeah, definitely. Lose a lot of money there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, this week I just played Battlefield 4 and Warframe. Warframe is a game that's been on the PC for a while, but it came out. It's free to play on the PC, free to play on the Xbox. Kind of fun. It's a third-person action game, and there's some massively multiplayer elements. You run into other people, and you can go on missions and stuff. Sci-fi
releases recently, has there, for Xbox?
You know, I really don't keep up with them.
I haven't seen anything notable.
Yeah. Destiny is the one I've been waiting for a while, since the beta. When I played the beta and really enjoyed it. It's a kind of a cool mix of Halo, Borderlands, and say Mass Effect, because it has some of the massively multiplayer and RPG elements to it. So
be interesting. I never played the beta or anything.
Yeah.
Haven't really seen much about it.
Well, you were busy.
Bit busy. I've been keeping up with what's going on with Assassin's Creed because I love them games. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, my brother's been playing. Jordykins.
Yeah.
Used to be on the site all the time.
I remember.
Yeah. He has, I think he has my copy of both Brotherhood and Revelations. So he's playing those right now.
Looking forward to the co-op on that. That should be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Should be great.
Although they did delay it, I think, until November.
They've delayed a lot of games this year.
Ubisoft's, or in general.
Yeah, in general.
What else was delayed? I haven't really.
There were a couple of things that were put back until April, like March and April, and I don't.
Year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And there was another game as well, which had been delayed. Tom Clancy game. The Division, I think.
The Division, yes.
Keep delaying that.
It's not ready yet.
So, seeing the videos, I can understand why. Obviously, there's so much detail in that, in it.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good game.
And then their next one after that, which is also in development, is going to be a new Rainbow Six title. That's going to be more. It's going to be more tactical, where you have to plan like a entry into a building, and then there are other people who are playing hostage holders on the other side, so they're trying to secure the building and keep you from getting in. So it's a player versus player, but there's a lot of tactical elements to it, going back to what Rainbow Six originally was, which I don't know if you remember, but the original Rainbow Six, you would have to go to a map and you'd plan where Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta where the teams would start, and you'd have to plot out their movement, and then you could switch. You could hot switch between the leaders of each one of those teams and advance to the next spot and do certain objectives, and then you could move on to the next one, and you could coordinate the different teams. So really intricate.
Yeah.
And they got away from that.
I don't think I ever played it online. I just did the co-op single player, and that was Rainbow Six Vegas. The last one I played.
Oh yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I played Vegas 2, and I think that's the most recent one that they had. but it was a lot of fun.
What Coast
I like
Road
those
as well?
games.
Is there any?
There's got to be a new one coming out. It seems like one of those games is always being worked on.
Yeah.
So, always with the Tom Clancy.
Probably be a new Splinter Cell around at some point as well.
Yeah. Yeah, the last one was a little bit different. The Future Warrior, or I don't know.
It was last year, wasn't it? I think it came out.
I think so. Yeah.
Blacklist, maybe.
Blacklist was a Call of Duty title. Oh no, that was Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell was Blacklist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There might have been one after that, or it might have been the newest one. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been such a slacker on my gaming. Yeah, I pick up one title every 3 or 4 months, maybe 6 months.
Yeah, the last game I bought was Titanfall, I think.
That's...
No, I bought Watch Dogs, but I didn't like it, so I sold it.
I haven't played Watch Dogs yet. I did play... I think Titanfall may have been the last game I purchased also.
Yeah, I think that's the last game I played. I'll just stick to that and FIFA, obviously, which is a lot bigger over in England.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Well, our buddy Brick plays the FIFAs. He's a big fan.
See, since the World Cup, it's been a lot more popular over here, I hope. It's like football.
Yeah.
So before the season started a few weeks ago, I saw in different pubs like the pre-season matches going on in different bars. There's actually quite a decent crowd sort of thing watching. So I was quite surprised by really a lot of people in the jerseys, like the shirts.
Yeah, that's why I look forward to the World Cup, because it renews interest in soccer here. It's such a strange thing, because most children play soccer when they're young here, and then they never think about it again. I do my part. I will put Premier League games and MLS games up on the TVs at work. So I try to get people involved in it, but most people here at the sports bars, they don't care about anything but football.
There's a time difference as well. See, over there, most of the games normally kick off about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Over here, that's going to be...
It's early morning, yeah.
No one's really going to want to go and watch them.
Well, we get replays, so that I'm playing in the afternoons.
The next game I need to watch, I'll be in Vegas. That'll be 8 hours back. So that'll be about 8 in the morning.
Who's your team?
Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think Chelsea, Manchester United, and the Arsenal are the ones that get... If anybody requests a game, it's one of those teams.
Yeah, well, they've done tours over here in the past few years. I know Chelsea have been over it twice, I think, in the last 4 years. See, that gets a lot of publicity and stuff.
Absolutely.
But I remember seeing during the World Cup pictures putting up online of just squares being filled up with people, like outside areas. I think there was one picture, it was Chicago, I think. There was like 200,000 people, something ridiculous like that.
Oh, wow.
So you get nothing like that in England. Obviously, you'd think people would be a lot more passionate over there, but no one really gets behind the national team in England. Over here, it's just crazy, the amount of support. It's good to see, obviously, because it's not really a football country.
Yeah, it is nice. South America, they're very intense about their football.
Yeah, so that was in Brazil, so.
Well, all right, I think that's about a show. See, nothing to it. Just talk for a few minutes, looking at a microphone.
Easily done.
Easily done. And it's time to head downtown. So thank you, everybody, for watching and listening. We will see you next week. Well, Andy won't. Andy won't be here.
Maybe next year sometime.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
All right, thank you.